finding the upper and lower bounds for a polynomial. The first thing we do is we find our p's over q's. Our p's are all the factors of 24, and our q is 1. So basically we're taking all the factors of 24 and dividing it by 1. So we get plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, and so on. We're going to check to see if 12 is an upper bound for the 0 of the polynomial function. You do that by taking synthetic division and dividing by the possible root 12. So you can see as I do synthetic division, bring down the 1, multiply, add down. And as I multiply, you can see my number is getting bigger and bigger. It's kind of exploding. Here is the test for seeing if 12 is an upper bound for the polynomial. We see that 12 is an upper bound because all of the signs of the answers on the bottom are positive. As soon as you do synthetic division with a root and you get all possible signs, we know that that root is an upper bound. So 24 can be eliminated. We don't even have to test 24 because we know that 12 is an upper bound. Now we do not know that 12 is the least upper bound. There might be an upper bound smaller than 12. So we would have to do synthetic division with all the numbers until we get a root that is not an upper bound. So that can be a lot of work, especially in a polynomial that has so many roots. Now, if the question is 4 an upper bound, that's not as difficult a question. You don't care whether it is the least upper bound. All you care is whether you have an upper bound or not. If you see the question, is 4 an upper bound, then do synthetic division. And if you get all positive values, you have found an upper bound. Next, we're going to look for a lower bound. So we're going to guess the number negative 12 and see if that is a lower bound for the potential, and see if negative 12 is a lower bound for the zeros. So I do synthetic division with negative 12. So we can see that when I have a negative and I multiply by negative 12, I get a positive. When I have a positive and I multiply negative 12, I get a negative. So what's happening is the sign is switching, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. So as soon as I get a sign switch of positive, negative, like I did here, then I have found a lower bound. We do not know that 12 is the greatest lower bound, but we know that we have a lower bound.